Your mustache is going to give you confidence, but not only that, it's going to help out with the maintenance of your beard. Hey everyone, my name is Scott with Volt Life Proof Grooming, and in this video we're going to be covering why the mustache is imperative while growing out your beard. Now before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're getting the latest and greatest video from Volt. Now we know all from the start, Mustache Movember is a support system for men out there with prostate and testicular cancer, and it's a great way to show that we all care. But when it gets down to it, the mustache gives us confidence, masculinity. We've covered this in many subjects before, but the mustache also helps out with our beard game and what it can do with the patches, holes, and gaps that come with the beard growth depending on how your beard grows. Since the dawn of time, the mustache has given the man a masculine look, but what's interesting is that as the beard and mustache movement have come along, it actually helps support the beard growth, and I want to dive into a couple of reasons why. Now, the first and main reason is that usually between all men have a gap in between the cheek and the mustache. And this causes a little bit of a kind of a hole game in your growth. And as you're growing out your beard and your mustache, the longer you grow out the mustache, the more fluid and constant that look is going to be. And I like to grow out my handlebars out for that reason. And if you guys are willing to, you'll be surprised how much that will help the look and the game as you're going along in that growth. There are a couple strategies in doing this. Now, when I first started back in the early 2000s, there wasn't really a big amount of product out there to help us out. And as I gave it a full headway into the mustache and the beard, I was just like, let's do it. I'm not cutting or shaving. It's actually very important that we do keep trimming up the mustache into the growth to help us out. And one key factor is, and I've talked about this in a previous video here, is to keep that lip line on point, keep it on check. As our top of the hair on our lip grows, I want it to meet on the top of the lip before I start growing that past anything. Because we're in this awkward stage, and myself, many times before, a lot of men out there, it's just, that is the key point of why we shave it off. And this is, a reason why our beards get trimmed or shaved off, because there's this point where things look unkept. You're at this point where things are looking a little hobo-y, you're not at your best game. Even with products and combs, everything can just, within a blink of an eye, go south. And the easiest way to overcome that is to trim it or shave it off. So we've got to push past this a few weeks and or a month, and that's where I'm at. And my biggest recommendation is to clean up the lip. Now, what is that going to do for us is, one, like I said, it's going to cover up some gaps that we have between the beard, but also I've noticed that our facial expressions can change as well. And I thought this was an interesting topic to think about too, is as I'm having a resting face, sometimes I'll curl my lip over my teeth. It'll emphasize my upper lip into kind of flexing out my mustache, as I would say. The interesting part about this, you'd be surprised of how much you're able to define that mustache by the way you shift your face and your facial movement. And that's why I myself like to flex out or push out my lip just a little bit, and that helps me style. As I put in my mustache wax, I'll push out and flex out my upper lip by just pushing my lips together, and I'll go ahead and pinch in some mustache wax. And my goal is, by the end of next month, I will show you guys how to do that. Right now, once again, it doesn't matter how much wax I'm gonna put in, my hair is just gonna be where it's at, and I'm gonna have to kind of suffer through it within this awkward stage that I'm at. But the main purpose of this video is to give you guys some light at the end of the tunnel and how this can attribute to the growth of your beard and your mustache, of helping out those little goals and those, of those little holes and gaps that are within your growth game. So it's imperative, like I said, to just, if you can too as well, trim up the beard. If you don't want to have that godly beard, that's fine. That's what I'm going through. I'm going through this like Van Dyke look, I guess, if you will. And I'm keeping everything trimmed up on my jawline and my sideburns, but I'm growing out the goatee and the mustache, and that's gonna fix up some spots right here, and it's gonna be a fun look to go through. So I'm doing a little video series on my channel, and I'm kind of doing this here on the back end here with Volt too. So stay tuned within the next month. We'll do a little video series here. We'll just kind of dive into how to train that mustache into that nice handlebar that we all like. So lastly, before I let you guys go, make sure to check out the inventory in the library of Volt products when it comes to their shading and coloring for your beard. If it comes to mustache wax or balm, they have a great selection to look through. So make sure to check those out. And with that, I will see you guys next month with some more mustache tips and tricks to help you through. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.